welcome to another show of The Big Focus. Mayor, can you believe it, Mayor? We are 3 days before the big kickoff. And this Saturday, Mayor, kicking off the
this
Premier
Saturday.
League in the rightful fashion. The kickoff, the biggest team in the entire universe is kicking off the Premier League. None other than
the time we're waiting for.
Fulham FC against Arsenal. The biggest club in the town right now is kicking off the Premier League. It seems like the season just ended a few days ago, Mayor.
Yeah, we can still feel them. We can still feel them at the field, but suddenly then it's coming back with a new season, 2020-2021 season.
Definitely.
Oh, can't wait for it. Can't wait for it, Anwar. Seriously, I'm very excited, super excited. I'm sure you are as well.
I am. And I think right now, Mayor, not only the both of us are excited, I think the people in the comment section, they are also excited as well because they will be scratching their head, Mayor. Like, alamak, usually the combo is Anwari and Joel. How come today the combo is Anwari and the Mayor? Mayor, what actually happened to Joel?
That's the secret. There's something behind it. That's why these people definitely want to know why. I'm going to tell you why. Because
of this,
Joel can't stand this, mate. He can't stand the zebra, bro. Look at the top and don't forget the shots.
The shots, huh? Mayor, is that the reason why Joel has taken an air wall? He has completely gone missing. I cannot contact him anywhere, Mayor.
I think he's hiding inside the cave, bro.
Mayor, come on. It's not that bad, right? The zebra crossing?
Actually, it depends on who's wearing it, actually. To me, I'm looking at it, but definitely not Joel, bro. Sorry, babe. I love Joel, but definitely not you, bro. You're not gonna look good in that jersey. So, Joel, sorry, my man. I'm sure that Anwari also will agree with me. I said, Joel, please don't buy that. You can buy the home or away, but not that this kid, no.
Not the zebra crossing.
Not the zebra crossing, bro.
But having said that, these people can be good Samaritans too. Let's say, for example, they cross the road and they look at the road. The zebra crossing painting is faded. These people can lie down on the road, Mayor. If they like that,
when you mention like that, you remind me of Abbey Road in Anfield in Liverpool, bro.
Oh, it's like that, is it?
It's like that. The Beatles crossing the road, the zebra crossing it. I cannot imagine like you're walking on them, bro. Cannot. Definitely.
But Mayor. I mean, jokes aside, this is not only United jersey that looks horrendous. I remember another jersey, another third kit is Chelsea's kit. It looks like they actually got TMJ from Johor to actually design their kit. It looks exactly like the home kit of JDT.
Exactly. That's
happening to all the designers.
Besides that what we were talking about, this point that we're talking about, the jersey, I am sure we also know that there are a lot of other teams kit for this season that is horrendous as well.
Correct. So why not we listen from the people in the comment box as usual.
Definitely.
For those of you guys who are actually watching us live, it be it the first time or our local residents, hey, welcome. If this is your first time, this is me, Anwari, Napshot Studio, and this is also the Mayor from Napshot Studio as well. Woo! Every Wednesday, 9 p.m., same old roster. We will look at what's coming. And of course, we will also review what has actually passed. But of course, this is all about the brand new season, the 2021 season. The 19 and 20 was a bit of something really irky, something that's really brand new for everybody because of the stop start, right? So that is something that nobody has actually expected. Right now, this is something completely brand new. We hope and pray that this time it will be a smooth sailing process for the whole league, right? Because we don't want that to happen again. We don't want that to happen again, right? And right
we
now,
don't want that to be disturbed or stirred anymore.
Yep. And for those of you guys who want to send commiseration messages to Joel, add him up on Facebook and also Instagram. You can actually just slide in a DM and say condolences to you and your United third kid. We really feel sorry for you, Joel. But if you all want Joel to come back, put it in the hashtag, put it in the comment, hashtag Joel return. But for today, I won't be alone. In fact, I won't feel the absence of Joel because I've got the man himself, the Mayor. Mayor, what have you been doing since the last time you featured for us, Mayor?
I've been doing a lot of research, waiting for time, more transfer news. either good or bad. So all those English Premier League players, whether they're going in, going out, sign new contracts, all those sorts of things, Anwari. So it has been, in fact, a very good, fruitful week for me.
Okay.
Hoping to hear more from the fans today, and not forgetting, for those of you who actually watching us tonight, don't forget to subscribe us in our YouTube channel, and please tell your friends that this channel, YouTube channel for Napshot Studio, is for the fans and by the fans.
Yes, baby, and that's how it is. And with that spirit, Mayor, let's get it on. For those of you guys who are watching us live, once again, please keep this busy, man. Keep it coming. Keep all the comments coming. Be it good, be it for the best or the worst. We'll take everything and anything in. And of course, if you haven't shared our content on Facebook, please do so. And also, especially, it's a big task, right? And also, it's really appreciated by us if you can actually just head over to our YouTube channel and click the subscribe button. Without further ado, Mayor, let's introduce. We've got two guests right now. Two guests.
Two for tonight. Drum roll. Who are we going to introduce first? Let me say this.
Mayor, the first one.
Yep. Okay.
They mentioned to wait, what's their tagline? To dare is to do. Then they come up with a new one. All or nothing.
Or nothing.
Are they coming up with the third one? What do you think if they were to come up with another liner? What would be the third tagline, Mayor, for Spurs? What do you think would be apt and suitable for them?
Something is wrong.
Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Looks
that has been said by someone there. If you have been watching, they said something by someone there. Something is wrong.
Something is wrong. Might be hitting your nearest blockbuster maybe soon. But then for now, we'll get. I knew him about right now as of this year, about 13 years already. I've known this guy. Man of really few words. Previously, he would not say even a single thing about Spurs because 12 and 13 years ago, he got nothing to talk about. Nothing. Except for the Carling Cup in 2008, which they won. But now he's thumping his chest. A confident man, a brand new man, Mayor. Because right now, all of a sudden, his team is on the ascendancy in comparison to my team. But me and him, no bad blood. We slept in the same bunk all the way from Tekong.
Woo!
It's my pleasure to introduce to you my Spurs buddy of mine. That does not happen always. But let us introduce to Napshot Studio and our viewers, Mr. Safar. Safar, how are you, my friend? How was the introduction, man?
Yes. Thank you so much for having me here. Yeah.
Safar, wait. Before you start off, right? The mayor said the third tagline after today is to do all or nothing. Something is wrong. Would you concur with that point, Safar?
I think Mayor may have said the wrong thing. I would like, but I respect Mayor's words. But in my opinion, the third tagline should be believe and we will win it.
And you will win it. True. And no, Safar, it's really hard to disagree because why? Judging from this comment, right, Safar, how can it be nothing when there's an Audi Cup? Safar, how important was Audi Cup to you and your title aspiration, Safar?
Okay, Audi Cup, I don't really look into it lah. Okay, I mean, I'm not an Audi Cup. No man, we don't just look at the cup per se. Okay, we look at the size of the cup. Yeah, the cup size does matter.
Oh, all right. Okay, all right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So having said that, all right, in that respect, so Audi Cup is more valuable to the FA Cup because of its sheer size.
Sorry.
So in that respect, right, when you mentioned it's about the size, are you comparing the physical aspect of it? So that means the Audi Cup is actually more important and more significant in comparison to the FA Cup, which is slightly smaller in terms of stature. Are you saying that to us?
Yeah, relative. Yeah, but we're going for the big one, man. We're going for Europa League this season.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. See you
We're
guys
going
in the
for the
final.
Europa League.
See you guys in the
Alright.
final. If you don't
Yeah.
get knocked out in the quarterfinals, all right?
No.
You know for sure, man. I love you to death. You know, really good guy. We've been through all the way back. It wasn't for Army, I don't think we guys would ever be in one sphere. But that's how it is right now. I know him. He knows me. All through Arsenal, all through Spurs, guy. Mayor, happy to have
Yes.
him here.
Yeah, we play soccer together. Yeah.
We play soccer together. No bad blood.
That's nice to know. That's why our tagline. Remember, Anwar, I told you, football unites.
Unites. It does definitely.
Football unites. So this is why whether you are rivals, but you are not enemies. You're just rivals over here.
True, Mayor. I totally agree with your point. But Mayor, let us introduce the next guy. The next guy, you mentioned your tagline, football should unite. But ever since this club rose to fame or prominence, many other clubs hated them. In fact, many of them still hate this team because such jibes like you guys bought the league, you guys can only buy the league, you guys can only win if money is actually available to you people. Who is this guy?
You got away with the punishment from.
You got away with punishment. Your club is run by an entire country.
Exactly.
All these low blow comments towards this team. Is it fair for them, Mayor?
I would say that it will not be fair for them in a way, but like you mentioned, a lot of other EPL teams fans are not happy with the team, are not happy with this particular men's team. So, but we will see. Taking out from certain number of players from the team that they actually didn't buy, I'm sure that it is an ordinary team.
It is. Wow. That's a huge statement to make. But in fact, Mayor, again, coming back to what you have just made mention of, if they were able to pull off the transfer of the century, this team will be blowing everybody out of the water. But sadly, it didn't happen. So let's hear from the fan himself. We bring him all the way from the land of oil, from the land of Abu Dhabi. We are proudly presenting to you people. And for those of you guys who are in the comment section, fire away, man, fire away. This guy is walking. This guy is walking with a bullseye right at his back. So fire away at him. Benji, welcome to the show once again.
Welcome, Benji.
Welcome, Mr. Benji. Benji, how have you been? How have social media been treating you this past week? After the failure of landing Lionel Messi.
Stay off social media. Don't get on it. It's my tagline. Get away from it.
As you know, Benji, this is the talking point. One of the talking point for tonight with us on Napshot. The main man, the GOAT himself that we're talking about, Lionel Messi.
Yes, Mayor.
What was it about? All with the U-turn.
Okay, but before we go through, Mayor, before we go straight for the kill, like I always like to say, let's keep our powder dry for a bit, all right? Let's back up with all the commenters right now, those people who are in the comment section. Let's say hello to them first, Mayor. It's only right that we say hello to all our resident guests right now. First up, of course, the golden man himself, Faisal.
FJ.
Hello, FJ. So right after this, guys, if you want to know, maybe some of them would have never seen FJ before, right, on live TV. For those of you guys who have this tingling curiosity, who is this Faisal guy? Why does he always come up with good questions? Wait, guys, he will come up right after this, right? I heard that he will be coming down from a zip line, like Owen Hart, like Bret Hart. Bum, straight onto the stage, all right? But they gotta wait. They gotta wait for him.
You gotta wait. You gotta wait for the curtain, man.
Yes. Next one, Noah Chu, Mr. Singlet Man. No shave September. Noah, how you doing, man? Hope you're doing.
Love you, Noah.
Joel in jail. Hey, on the it's really Joel in jail because of the
jersey. Because of the jersey.
Where is Benji? Hey, Benji is here. Whispers in the night. Benji is here. Right.
Say hello, Benji. Say hello.
Joel busy checking up on United's share price going up by 8%.
This
buy
is
or no buy?
inside story here, but Mark
tier 1. And then we've got our brother here, K Manish 45. Maguire prison clothes.
Ooh.
Oh, tough one. Manish, cut them some slack. At the rate that we are going on, the suicidal line will be on toast. Everybody will be calling up. I need help.
Manish got to hold on to his horses, bah.
I got issues with the third kid. I'm a United guy. Come on, cut them some slack, guys. All right. Chelsea kid is shit also.
Oh my God! And he's a Chelsea fan. To be honest.
He's a Chelsea fan.
Yeah.
Wow. Coming from a fan himself, there is something that.
He's hating it. He's hating it big time. Chelsea kid is shit.
Nike, no creativity.
I have to agree on this one, you know.
I don't really agree with the sponsor though. The three. Faisal Jabbar, of course, appearing soon. And then Muhammad Haikal Ismail. What's up, everyone?
Hey, Haikal, what's up, man? Ooh.
Haikal, doing good, Haikal. And then your favorite guy, Mayor. Mayor.
Cal coming out with the hashtag of the night.
Zebra United, but look at
Zebra United, bro.
Kal ho na pyar hai. Kal ho na pyar hai face, you know.
All we can see, Anwari, all we can see is Joel's face like that, bro. Stripe all over, bro.
The next one, Divan Ramani. We've got a villain in the house. Sup, fellas? We all good, man. Hope you're doing good as well. Divan, I want to know, man, what's your thoughts of Oli Watkins? They broke the bank for him, you know, another striker from Brentford. Divan, leave it in the comment. Leave it in the comment, buddy. How you feel about Oli Watkins? And then Jeremiah, Joseph, what's up? We are good, big man. Hope you're doing good as well.
Yeah, man.
We all love this guy. But every single time, if we bring this guy up, the show must run for 3 hours. Non-stop hit. This guy is MTV, non-stop.
Yeah, but you know, right? You must have Joel also when Jeremiah is there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Hey. Mia, speaking of the devil, look.
Oh,
our favorite Macha is in town.
Macha, what's up, brother?
What's up, fella?
But still alive.
Joel, you know you're my brother, man. You know I'll write for you. You need help? I'm just one phone call away. With that jersey, don't worry about it, man. I'm getting the jersey for your birthday. Don't worry.
No matter what, we still love you, bro. We still love
Joel. All right. So enough introduction. Let's cut straight into action, Joel. Joel, me here. You see, I'm so used to calling Joel.
It's alright, man.
I've got to extinguish this demon in me. All right, no more Joel. Joel is no longer part of my life. Mayor is the new co-host right now. Mayor, let us start with the first agenda for today. All right, let's see.
All right.
First of all, the Premier League is finally back. All right, and everybody.
Premier League. That's what we've been waiting for.
All right, and I think
new clubs,
new kids, new players,
new laws.
New laws, okay, fine.
Yeah.
But then
cut down back to three subs.
Also, what's new is the new PFA Team of the Year. Let's take a look.
Yep.
All right, look at them. We've got the goalkeeper, Pope, Alexander Trent-Arnold. We've got Soyun Chu, Van Dijk, and also Robertson making up the back line, and the midfield trio of KDB, Henderson, and David Silva. Up top, Sadio Mane, Jamie Vardy, and Abama Blood Clot Young. He's back. And let us start with the first guest. All right, Safa.
Yes, sir.
Is it any strange event that you don't see any Spurs guy?
I know you're gonna go there. Hey, come on, man. You promised me all love, no hate in this show. That is the only reason why I'm here, okay?
All right, is there any surprise?
Come on, man. Are you a man of your word, buddy? Okay. I'm just messing around. Yeah. Anyways, yes. I know what you're gonna ask. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you make of the first 11 that's been picked by PFA? Satisfied?
Yeah. I mean, they pick whatever they want, okay? But there's no individual. There's no I in a team, okay? In Spurs, we are all a team. All right. There's no individual. Yeah.
Philosophical. Really profound there by Safa. For those of you guys watching us live and the first time watching us, please forgive Safa. Safa is a bit profound. He don't answer with simple questions. He don't answer simple questions with straight answers. Mayor. he will go round and round and round just to evade the question, the original question. But that's what you know, Safa. All right, Benji, let's push it to you right now, Benji, my man. Looking at the first 11, fair enough.
What do you think? What do you think, Benji?
Silva and De Bruyne won the Player of the Year.
Yeah, congratulations to him. I mean, deserving.
13 goals and record of 20 assists as well. So equal the 20 assists in a single season. So I think that's I was impressed. I was expecting him to win the Player of the Year, and names do not look foreign to me. You know, Sadio Mane, Vardy in the front line, Obama.
Yep. So I think it's fair.
It's fair. The Liverpool fans will be happy too.
Cool. And this is where I want to leave it, Benji. I want to leave it in the comment section. So we know we've got a couple of Liverpool guys as well. Look, you guys have actually dominated this whole lineup. In fact, you've got right now 2, 4, 5, making half the squad, right, Mayor? Mayor, yourself, as a Liverpool fan, do you have, again, any disgrudge or any grouses against the selection itself?
No. To be honest with you, nothing to contest with the decision that the first 11, the PFA team of the year. I think all of them deserve to be there. As we know already, Pope is one of the best goalkeeper that we've seen in the Premier League season, although he's been interrupted by the pandemic. We have Trent, who's the winner of the young PFA. Soyuncu has always been strong for Leicester for this season as well. Don't mention about Van Dijk and Robo. Of course, the 4 back line is already deserving. Kevin De Bruyne, the rightful winner for the PFA.
Yep.
No contest as well. Comes in Henderson, who is actually Captain Marvel for Liverpool, who's bringing Liverpool all the way into to the very last of the games that they played. And David Silva. Silva is one fantastic magician. One hell of a player, of course.
And of course, Mayor, the front 3 picks itself, something that you do not. But then again, having said that, I think a guy would actually come in with a really loud shout. Danny Ings. He had a breakout season. What a stellar season for Danny Ings. He actually again awarded himself with an England call-up as well. So maybe he would come in with a big shout as well.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. Right? I think he will be the next in line after all this, the first 11. No doubt about it. As you can see that Aubameyang has been carrying Arsenal team all the way, winning 2 trophies at the end of the season. And Sadio Mane has been perfect and super for Liverpool.
Of course.
And of course, not to mention, Jamie Vardy is always doing his best when he's playing for Leicester City.
And look at this comment again by our guy, Mark. Also, again, no United or Chelsea players as well. This season will be different, and it will definitely be different. Definitely. It will not take shape of its original form, which was in the 19 and 20 season. And of course, we've got this guy as well, Tristan. Tristan, how are you doing, buddy? The Leicester players and Pope shouldn't be anywhere near this season. Oh,
Vardy's a good choice, though.
Wow. But then again, let me just revert back to what Safa just made mention of. The team picks whoever they want to, right? Just leave it as Safa. Really profound and nice. I call him El Professor. Okay, so let's go on to let's cut the chase. Get into
all love, Safa. All love
for Safa. We all love Safa.
All love, that's right.
All right. So let's go with the first one. The first thing first, all right? Of course, again, thank you so much for this wonderful poster. Again, for today's show, it has been produced by my little magician, Eric Hamza. Eric, thank you so much, man. Everything looks fabulous. So this is everyone's game. That's the tagline. And let's go with the first question for Safra. Safra, all or nothing.
Sir.
All or nothing. Hashtag
all or nothing.
Come on, you Spurs. First and foremost, have you actually caught the documentary, Safa?
Of course, man. What are you asking, man?
I don't know. Maybe you're a left wing. You go against the flow. Maybe you don't enjoy that kind of cinematography. But what do you make of the whole documentary, the all or nothing? In all honesty.
Okay, in all honesty, it really gives you a brief insight into who or what Tottenham Hotspurs, all right, who and what we represent. Yeah. from the manager to the player to the coaching staffs. Yeah, so it's a holistic view, I would say. Yeah.
Okay.
A few points I just wanna just share for those of you who have
Please.
not watched it.
We would like to hear from you.
Yes, or you would like to listen to the spoilers. All right, then
Let's
stay
go.
tuned. All right. First few point I want to say that their focus is not so much on Poch. Yeah, less of
Yeah.
Poch
Yeah.
and more of Mourinho.
Mourinho.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
the angle is more towards future. Yeah, we don't look at the past. Yeah.
Okay,
Wow.
all right.
But of course, there's a few shots of Pochettino and why the gaffer decides to, eventually after 5 years, right,
Depart.
with sweat and blood, yeah, he brought us to a whole new level, right?
Yep.
Give and breathe, believe into people like me, all right? Yeah, it's sad lah, but yeah, if you watch the documentary, yeah, they'll give you a brief insight into what actually goes on behind the scenes. Yeah.
And that's great. And that's great. Yeah, that's great. That's great.
Yeah. So the thing is that Pochettino actually he saw it coming. Yeah. He saw it coming before it happened. Yeah. He saw Spurs crumbling. Yeah. And then yeah, he was trying to make it, trying to cover one hole, and then another hole happened, and then it's just going around. He just can't keep up. Yeah. So poor him.
then,
Yeah.
Of course, the gap became too big for
Eventually.
himself.
Yeah. Eventually.
It became almost
Especially,
untenable.
especially, I think, Anwar, I think, Safa, you have to understand that after the Champions League final with Liverpool, that's where actually it triggered. I know it's hurting, but it triggered the descending of Spurs.
Of course, it is.
Of course, right?
Yes.
Then,
Yes.
I think I have a sequence question since you're answering that. I think, Anwar, you don't mind me asking this.
No, Mia, let's go.
What was the idea actually behind the creation of this docu-series? Do you know what was the idea?
I mean,
Was it just to
money must be
was
top of the
was it
agenda,
just
right?
the departure of Pochettino, then after that transition to Mourinho and focus on him?
Okay. If you are asking me, what's my opinion of the
Yes, just opinion.
the
Nothing.
motive.
No, there's no right, no wrong. Just your answer. We want to hear from the fan itself.
Yeah. So my opinion, my humble opinion on why this documentary was produced is that they want to make behind the scenes kind of thing, and the focus is more on what is this small time club suddenly boom, exploded
very
into
humble,
the
man.
scene.
You are very humble.
And then
Makes sense,
no,
makes sense.
okay. The very reason why I support Spurs is because I don't want to be the top 4 or the top 6 supporter. Okay, that's my first reason. Yeah, and then I look at the mid-table. I see Spurs. All right, back then was Harry Redknapp holding the reins, and then he single-handedly brought something like a miracle, I would say. Yeah. And then from there, Gareth Bale, Sean. Yeah, he was initially a left back, and then remodeled into a left winger, and boom, right? Of course, let's not talk about him now.
No, of course we don't.
But this, yes. But the thing is, yeah, you asking me why they shot this all or nothing documentary. My opinion is that anyone with the right mentality and the right resource and the right opportunity, they can too transform from a humble club, to a giant killer.
Oh, wow. That's answered the question. Anwar, what do you think?
No. I mean, in all honesty, of course, this is me taking off my Arsenal hat. I think in terms of the documentary itself, it's actually really a beautiful insight. Like Safa mentioned, like for us fans, we are always second guessing what goes on behind the scene.
Exactly.
What would the managers say? We all heard about the hairdryer treatment. We hear about the scuffles in the dressing room. We hear about players revolt during training. So sometimes it's good that we can have the extended scope into what happens behind. And I think, again, I really truly agree with Safa, because we want to know from our end, Spurs was never in the part of the reckoning, at least when I started actually watching football in 97, 96, Spurs was never part of the conversation. And then for them to actually just shot into prominence, and
Yep.
right now to be part of the
Yeah.
conversation, and always, every single time when you look into the league position, you
Yep.
always expect to see Spurs to be part of the mix.
Top
To
six.
be part of the mix. Hate it or love it, Arsenal fans. That's how it is right now. And when Spurs were under Pochettino, I told a couple of my Arsenal fans, the future for Arsenal is completely bleak. I do not see any light at the end of the tunnel, because as long as Pochettino is at the helm, Arsenal will never be on top of Spurs ever again. And of
Wow,
course,
big statement.
I know this is
coming from the man himself, eh?
and
Coming
it's
from the man himself.
it's not me
Yeah.
putting my words, but because we were in a dire state, we were on a complete decline with Arsene Wenger, we were stagnating. And this guy over here, they were flying above the roof, and it got me worried I think for really good reasons. And then now with this documentary, right, and like what
Yeah.
Safa mentioned, we want to know what went on behind the scene, especially, of course, the only downside of it did not actually portray enough of the Pochettino reign. We all would
Yeah,
love to see what really
exactly.
happened in between. But then again, Mayor, that's all or nothing. Let's move over to Benji for a bit. Safa, thank you so much for that really beautiful explanation by yourself. Right after this, we'll get on to the football side of it. No more cinema, no more Bollywood, Hollywood blockbusters from your end. Let's go to what was supposed to be the Hollywood story for Premier League. This guy.
Cool.
This guy,
This is hot news, you know.
Hollywood.
Hot
This
news.
was supposed to be the Hollywood signing.
Yeah,
And also, of course, we actually spoke about this. This guy right here, down below, right, guys, those who are watching, he was arrogant, cocky. Call it what you want. I'm running out of vocabulary. This guy here, he texted me one fine morning. Hey, Anwari, let me tell you a secret. So I asked him, what is it, Benji? Messi is coming to City. That's it. Conversation ended. He didn't elaborate much. I didn't want to elaborate. I didn't want him to elaborate. In fact, the conversation just ended at that. And then, lo and behold,
Anwari, I think he was mentioning like, Anwari, Messi is coming. Okay, bye.
yes, confident as hell. But then again, Benji, right now, it looks like it's really a big smack to your ego. What happened, Benji? What happened?
Ow.
Okay, I mean, I think he wants to see out at Barcelona in a nice manner without going to an ugly legal fight. So, I think his dad, being his manager, probably thought his options through, and I think he was prepared to sign for Man City.
Yes,
and then
yes,
the deal was that he will come for 3 years and then go to New York City to play for the next 3 years, and then retire.
Right.
But
Retirement club.
his contract is end of 2021, end of 21 season. So he'll be fully committed to this, as he has, gone back to training. And I'll tell you, chances are he'll probably come to City with Pep as long as Pep's in the team, he'll probably come back. And Pep hasn't signed yet for next season, so that's the two-factor thing that we'll look out for. Watch his space.
Wow. So Benji, after what happened, I would never believe your word anymore. So you should be coming out all confident and cocky, telling us to watch this space. There's nothing for us to watch, Benji. Truth is, right now you are just another City fan who talks smack, but right now nothing to show for. All right, so just leave it at that. But then again, of course, Benji, taking away the joke and the banters aside, how devastating was it for you guys to be expecting the moon to actually fall right onto your lap, and then you just ended up with a small grass patch?
I mean, we have two signings, as you know, two youngsters, but it's not what we wanted. We wanted a attacker, a good attacker,
a prominent attacker.
Exactly, and we were ready to offset Bernardo Silva and Jesus to Barcelona, but that wasn't to be. So, we got a defender and a midfielder instead. So yeah, it does. It's quite shattering, to be honest. But we do understand constraints. Messi's constraints of the legal side of things and his contract buyout clause and so forth, it was quite big.
It's quite messy. It's quite messy.
Yeah,
It's quite messy. All right, pun intended.
But Anwari, on top of that, I think I have a question for Benji here. Which linking to Messi, you see. Do you think the linking of Messi to Man City give any hopes to the Man City fans? I mean, such a mega football star, the GOAT himself joining the team. What does it give you hope? Like, damn, the GOAT is joining our team, man. What do you think?
Me?
Yeah,
Benji. Man City.
Man City, right?
It does definitely give hope, not just hope to Man City. I can give hope to the whole Premier League. That Messi is coming. Messi is coming to City because you've seen him as a one club player. All along. Ronaldo has moved a few times, so it's I think he would, and it's.
As you mentioned that he actually will give a very, very huge mega impact in the Premier League. Am I right? Yeah.
Especially
so I think
I believe there's no fans for this season as of yet, right?
Yeah.
So when the fans come in, that's a big factor to play out. For not just City itself, but the away fans. You get. Messi coming in.
So at the end of the day, right, Messi wouldn't want to be playing in a big spanky stadium with no fans, with just plastic chairs. Yeah. But then if he's playing for Man City, that's something that he should get used to, because even when they attend in full voice, they are plastic as well. Plastic fans, plastic chairs, plastic stuff. All right. Let's move on to the comment section for a bit, okay? Messi, if you want to save the earth, do not come to Man City. Plastic club.
Thank you for answering that, Benji, because I know that it will set the bar, you see. If Messi goes to Man City.
All right.
Wait. Don't forget.
Yes.
City 2021. Watch the space.
Watch your space again, huh? Okay. We will continue watching. Benji. Just because
I got to confirm with you after the show, okay?
After the show. So we will still keep watching, all right, guys? Keep watching Man City until 2021, according to the PFXT, all right? So right now, Jay Sky mentioned male legend. Thumbs up for you,
Jay. Love you, my brother.
And then also, this is, of course, reverting back to the documentary All or Nothing. I think it gives an insight to how football clubs work. Exactly. Manager and player relationship, pretty sure all that locker room talk happens at other clubs too. Yeah, of course, precisely, man.
Yeah, besides Spurs, actually, it's Man City who did it first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nobody talk. Remember that, Benji? When he was blowing his top off. I think it was one of the match whereby you guys were trailing or it was a stalemate, and then everybody came into the dressing room, and then all of a sudden, nobody speaks. I don't know whether you can see. Boring fest. I prefer Mourinho. That guy is an Hollywood star, man.
Yeah, man.
So, Jeremiah mentioned, I would never underestimate Mourinho. His Spurs know how to value him. Trophies are just miles away. Wow. Sometimes miles away can be really far away.
That's right.
Can really be miles away. They've been waiting. Question for you also, Safa, by Joel Robert there. Was the show sponsored by Audi? And then now I actually disturbed him. I say that he looks like Hrithik Roshan. Straight away he changed his picture. Never mind. Oh, this is Facebook. Oh, this is YouTube picture. An honest Spurs fan, love them in mid-table. With a full fit squad, their attack is highly underrated. 2 portion of it. Honest, I love the Spurs fan who is honest in mid-table, full squad, attack highly underrated. Make it up.
I can consider that also. Anwari is like what? No, like I hate you, but I love you, but not so hard.
Spurs has actually upgraded from DVD sales to Amazon sales right now. Spurs will win Europa this season. That is how they will qualify for the Champions League. I think that is the best route, man. Safa, don't you?
That's right. I totally 100% that, Anwari. Yep. Yeah.
And then why is Salah not in the first team? Haikal, get over it, man. Get over it. Salah has been in too many teams already. It's okay for him to sit up for one season. It's okay.
Yeah.
All right, Spurs fan, or rather, Spurs should have done commercial works long ago. In fact, Spurs fan base rather was always bigger than now Chelsea's and City's. the likes
True.
of Paul Gascoigne and Gary Lineker. Whoa, those names, man.
Yes.
Yeah, that will strike a good
Definitely.
memory.
Yeah,
Alright.
good memory.
We're
Those
always-
combination of Paul Gascoigne and Gary Lineker,
Ooh,
so scary, bro.
scary.
So scary. Always witnessing them playing.
Ooh. Messi has no power as a player. Time and time again, his bluff has been called. Yep. Remember when I said that this might be another bluff by Messi?
Publicity stunt, you mean? Yes.
Yeah. And right after this, you know what to expect as a Barcelona fan? That their current president will be booted out. I
Yes,
call it
definitely.
definitely.
Jose Maria Bartomeu will be booted out.
Bartomeu. All right.
Yeah.
So comment, keep it coming, guys. Thank you so much. So right now, if you guys are watching us live from wherever, whichever platform that you are actually watching us from, be it YouTube
on.
or also Facebook, come on, man, come on board. Napshot Studio is the name. YouTube, click subscribe, and also if you're following us on Facebook, just simply like. And we are also active on Instagram as well, right, Mayor? Something that can
Yes,
always-
definitely. Please don't
Right.
forget to like, share, and also subscribe on YouTube.
Of course. All right, Safa, football stuff, man. You look at those
Yes.
three players, all right, smiling year to year. Of course, the middle guy, as you know, he was an Arsenal fan. I think he's still an Arsenal fan, Doherty.
Joe Hart.
No, not Joe Hart. Joe Hart was never an Arsenal fan. We all know Matt Doherty is an Arsenal fan. You guys should actually force him to delete his old tweet, I love Arsenal. But then again, not without you trying to actually just open up a can of worm for Doherty. I just wanted you to talk about football itself. How satisfied are you with this current three signings?
Okay, not too bad. It's the humblest of signing, I would say. Yep. But that's nothing new to a Spurs fan. Okay. Joe Hart is free. He's a decent backup to Lloris, fantastic Lloris, of course. And then Matt Doherty is what we have always been short of. Right back, we lack that defensive cover. Sorry to say, Aurier is
Not good enough.
yeah. So this is an upgrade. Yeah. He's a athletic and quite a little bit of a leader in him, Matt Doherty. And that aggression, I guess, what Mourinho needs in the team. More of that, yeah. He in his documentary, All or Nothing, Mourinho did say that he wants players with big balls.
Big balls.
Big balls. Yes, right.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
He said that. Yeah, he
Getting a
wants
bit
players
sexual,
with big balls. Okay, not literally.
Oh, not
But-
literally. Okay.
Not literally. Yeah.
Sorry. I was out of that.
Anori, what are you thinking, man?
I was being
Okay.
childish. I was being childish, Safa.
Okay. So, forgiven. Anyways, yeah, you mentioned bastards, right? Yeah, he also need that because Spurs, they're too nice. Yeah. So he said that in his team talk. Yeah, in the All or Nothing documentary. For those of you who haven't watched it, please go to YouTube and then it's free. All right, just watch. Yeah.
Safa, I didn't actually invite you to
Promo.
what?
Oh, come on, man.
You mentioned-
Why? Okay. Promo aside, okay?
Okay,
Promo aside. No, it's really a very insightful documentary.
You mentioned-
Not just focusing on Spurs.
Correct. No, sorry. You mentioned aggression and also leadership. I think one player that represents all that will be Højbjerg himself.
Yes, it's pronounced whole beer. Yeah.
Højbjerg.
Okay. Yeah, as in holding a beer, whole beer. Yeah.
Højbjerg.
Pierre Emile whole beer. Yes.
Yeah, let me hold it.
So you're right.
Is he the
He's
better?
what we. He's what we needed as well. Sorry.
Is he the better Pierre? Because we already got a Pierre in London.
Oh.
Okay, let's not start any rivalry here. Okay, we promise all love, no hate. Okay, in this show. Okay.
Okay, sorry. I couldn't control myself.
Okay.
After you.
Okay, keep your promise.
Okay, I will. All right.
Okay.
So right now-
Højbjerg. Yeah,
Højbjerg.
he's the steel that we need in midfield. Yeah, the likes of Harry Wing, Sissoko is there, dynamic. But we need more steel in midfield. Yeah, that's why Højbjerg is there. And more dirty.
Steel.
Yeah, it's good.
Yes. I would love to see us get a fresh left back. Yeah.
Left back. Okay. And Safa, we talk a lot about your back and also middle of the park. What about the up front, the attacking department? I know you guys are stacked with quality, but you are always one injury away from a complete crumble, especially in the form of your Harry Kane. Of course, having said that, also we have always seen Sonny always stepping up to the plate, and he does it beautifully, man. As a false
Yes,
number
yes.
9 or as a makeshift striker. But will that be enough to looking at how congested the fixtures will be, especially now that you guys are in the Europa League? Do you
That's right.
think right now it's really, really desperate time for Spurs to get a backup striker? Something that you guys have been always looking for in the market, but more than often, it's something that you guys will never get around doing.
Or probably you guys
Uh,
have something in the pocket.
Now,
come on, man. Don't. Okay. Yeah, Honorary, regarding your query about whether are we getting a new striker. Okay,
Mm.
I heard Habib Diallo, right? Is maybe a speculation. Maybe another rumor. You're right. Yeah. I would like to believe. Okay, I would like to believe that Mourinho would want a strong and powerful striker. Pretty much his Didier Drogba back in his Chelsea days, and
Okay.
he even had Hulk in Porto days.
Mm.
Holy.
Okay, something happened to Safar for a while. All right, Safar, hope you're doing okay. Some emergency right there. But then, Benji, this is a perfect time for us to segue into your corner right now.
Exactly.
Man City, whoa, beautiful scenes, man. Beautiful scenes right now.
This is something that
Look at Pep's
you want to
face.
see.
Oh, is this right now Revenge of the Fallen? In fact, my producer has actually placed in the title right now. Is this Revenge of the Fallen for you guys?
I think it's a season of transition. Only winning the League Cup last season. Disappointing for the title was okay. Was expected, but then to lose the Champions League in that fashion to Lyon, I don't think it did justice to us. Given the pathway we beat Real. So with our strengths, and it was quite disappointing to be honest with the season. Even though second, but we could have throughout the season we had the hiccups, and that's where the gap of Liverpool just rose above. So I think we have got more to improve. We've got good step-ups like Phil Foden into David Silva's shoes, who's retired, even though won the PFA team of the team of the year. So I think for this season 2021, yes, the title last season before, but we will come back even better.
And Benji, right now,
squad.
of course, last season you guys will be coming back like wounded animals, right? I guess, of course, knowing Pep and his characteristic, you guys will have that baptism of fire coming into this new season. But what is really needed right now in Man City as a squad? Because we see that in terms of changes right now, especially for this season, you guys have actually strengthened in the right areas. Of course, the defense was the biggest pain point. You guys got that sorted out, I guess. Of course, there are right now murmurs right now in the transfer market that perhaps the man mounted himself from Napoli, from Naples, is coming over to Man City to rescue the act. And also in terms of the attacking front, you know that you got Kun Aguero, who is also declining in terms of, not in terms of his quality, but in terms of his injury status.
And age as well, don't forget.
Yeah, age is catching up. He's in terms of his injury act, it's not putting up. Also, it does not make for good reading as well. And of course, right now you guys lost Leroy Sané to Bayern Munich. That was always a good weapon to have. At this current moment, where else does City need to actually strengthen, Benji, to actually launch another attack at the Premier League?
You mentioned Kun Aguero. I mean, in this restart, we did not have any of him at all. So he had surgery, and we will rely on Jesus. So that's the only attacking option we had. So we can't rely on those two. To be honest, we needed something, be it from our youngsters, our academy, or someone. So that's why I say, Messi, 2021. That's the deal. Because ultimately, if not, we have to get someone, somewhere, and that'll be the attacking part. Because we should.
Do you
also
actually think that
Messi is also bear in mind Messi is not that young too, so we have to to that's probably our area of focus. We've always been getting the midfields like Bernardo Silva, defense like Cancelo, all the Phil Foden's obviously in our midfield too, but these are the youngsters we have nurtured. So ultimately, not the defense and not the midfield, but the attack.
Yeah, May, you got anything for Benji?
Benji. So adding to that, do you think that the transfer for Manchester City is up to the point, or was it enough for them, or are they still looking out in the market?
I think we'll still look out in the market because if we had the budget for Messi, we will definitely look. We only have two. Don't forget the two youngsters. So if you're going, so those are not enough. But don't forget, I think our transfer window is quite short too. Given the whole squad is quite short. So what to watch out for will be the January transfer window. That's coming up. 2 months to see how that will play out.
So on top of that, is money is not the issue here. It's just the right player to sign and also to fit into the team. Am I right?
Yes, and Noah, City will win 2021.
2021. Everything's gonna happen only in 2021, right?
But don't forget, I just to your point, I don't think money does not buy. I spoke off air with about this. Money does not buy, players. Yeah, Manchester United who kind of follow for grace now, effectively. It's about the chemistry and about the manager as well. So Pep, getting the quality coach, so into your team.
And Benji, right now, where do you see Man City finishing? Just, of course, you can be completely biased about it. Right now, what's your title ambition? Of course, we talk about the Champions League, right, Mayor?
Yes,
So
definitely.
close, yet so far for them.
Yep. It's
First of all, Benji, you guys were about a hairline away from winning the Champions League. All right, the equation was pretty much simple. Win that match against Lyon, which everybody expected you guys to actually do it, and then you enter straight away the semi-finals, right after that, and then the final. But then sadly it didn't happen, of course, for you guys. First of all, Champions League, how disappointing was it for you guys? Because that represented the best shot for Man City to win Champions League this season, especially taking into consideration that those matches were being played only in one leg fashion.
Yeah. I mean, 3-1 is not a narrow loss. There's good. The last 2 goals were scored in the last 10 minutes or so. So, I mean, we brought our best team there. We had more shots we had more possession on the night, but we just didn't play our best. So, all deserving to Dion to go through to semi-finals, but
in all,
it was ours to get past. Our damnness to semi-finals, so we should have been in the semi-finals, but
Okay,
it's all
Benji.
in the new format too.
Yeah, so right now there is a question for you. All right.
Yeah.
So Benji, do you think that Guardiola has what it takes to outsmart Klopp and his counter-pressing play, or sit there and sulk and talk to an empty chair? Sorry, Jeremiah, I just had to add the fun.
And no Mikel.
Spice.
No Mikel Arteta to talk to too. Don't forget. So
Just that part.
I think it does. I mean, he's done it for the seasons before that. I don't see why not. 2 in a row before. Then Klopp had the edge over him this season. He outsmarted him last season. He does still have the edge, I think. I believe so. And it will still be most likely a 2-horse race this season. So that if you back to your question about where we'll sit, 1 or 2, and anything less than 2 will probably be,
unacceptable.
And of course, Vinny, alluding to the point that you actually just made, of course, second will not be good enough for Man City and Pep's book right now. So out of those 4 trophies that will be on offer, as a Man City fan, take Carabao Cup right now, because nobody's going to ever contest Carabao Cup. Because that Carabao Cup is now Pep's cup. Only Pep and Man City will take it seriously. But right now for you, man, realistically, right now, what would be your objective for this coming season?
Um, I don't know how's the just by the way how's the Champions League going to be played? Is it the same format or?
No, right at this current moment, it's undecided just yet.
That's,
But it seems like it will be back to right now.
we
It's
will
Premier
definitely
League.
compete again, just like we did for the FA Cup, all the way to the end, final. League Cup, I think we'll take it again,
Of course.
and title 1 or 2. So this is our chances there.
Okay.
Champions League will be the toughest for us again.
All right. And Benji,
Going
just because you're here, before we actually let you go, unfortunately,
Sure.
give us your top 4 makeup.
Whoa.
What will be the prediction for?
Okay. I just said
In that order, starting from the champions first. In that order.
champions. It'll be a tight one. City, one, being biased, but very close. Liverpool, second. Spurs, third.
Whoa. Okay.
Ooh.
Arsenal, fourth. With the
NJ.
no, not because of not because of but
Okay. All right.
for their
Just gotta get it
signings,
straight.
for
Okay.
the team. They have risen strongly. Back when we played Arsenal, we beat them at the restart. It was not going to be like that. But since that took off, I think especially beating us to get the FA Cup, it's such a turnaround since then. So
All right.
they have.
There you go, Mia. There you go. That's Benji's own rendition of his
Get the guys to dispute.
Yeah, definitely Benji, because from what I'm looking at the comments and people are coming in with all their thoughts and what are the opinions. You have the right to say and to give the ranking for what Anwar said. Okay, what will be your top 4? Everybody have their own choices to make, and of course, you have the right to pick and just to add into what you actually mentioned, the 4 things. We cannot write off a Chelsea who has been spending and also looking at a top 4 finish or maybe champions. Yeah. You see, you see my questions, suddenly the comment come up with
the top 4. United is not in the top 4. Okay.
Oh, yep.
He's a Chelsea guy.
He's a Chelsea guy.
He's a Chelsea guy.
Will probably, if you ask me, Chelsea will be 5th.
Chelsea, there you go. There you go, Kelvin.
There you go.
Chelsea will be 5th. All right.
I didn't know he's a Chelsea fan. I didn't know he's a Chelsea fan, but
no, you don't have to apologize. You don't have to apologize. Of course, that is your given right.
That's your pick.
Yes, that's your pick. That's your pick. Whoever has any issue with Benji, add him up. Right, add him up on Instagram. Slide him a personal DM. Go on your personal rendition of a debate with Benji. I think Benji will always be up for it. But then again, Mayor, it's time for us to let go of Benji. Right, we have heard from Benji. For sure, you'll be coming back to this show over and over again because you are one loud and proud citizen. So we always love to have you around. Benji?
Citizen. Oh my God. That's it.
Citizen.
Not citizen, huh? Citizen.
No.
Not citizen. Okay. All right.
An empty head. Okay. That's true. Empty head.
Okay. So empty head. Not empty heart. Empty heart. Thank you for the phonetic lessons. But then we'll let you go. All right, Benji. Stay in the comment section. All right. Keep doing what you're doing. Of course, we'll see more of you, Benji. Take care, man. Done.
Coming from Anwari, coming from what Kel has mentioned on the comment section, that Benji, what are you drinking or smoking, bro? Then he put lol. I said, no, we got to take all these guys once the border is open, go to Bangsa and chill, and we'll be smoking a lot of things there, bro.
Maybe in Malaysia, okay, but in Singapore, no, illegal.
No, shisha only, bro, shisha.
Oh yeah, shisha also illegal already in Singapore. Taken out already. No more.
Man.
Hey,
I
but
see it.
Quite 2 of our guests right now. Substitute. Because right now we know the substitution has been cut from 5 to 3, but we don't play by the book. We don't play by the book, man. We always make an exception.
I know you guys have your own rules. That's why I'm here with Snapshot.
Correct. That's right. Different. But before we introduce 2 of our new guests, right? Let's leave a couple of comments. Or many of them, they have been flexing their fingers. So let's see. The first one, Mark not going to say where United will end up. We have not even finished signing players. No, you're right. But of course,
True.
Benji is basing it on the current situation, I guess. And then Noah mentioned first City, second Liverpool. Hey, Noah, can you just type everything into one? Third Chelsea, fourth United.
He's filling up the comment form. Comment forms.
He is supposed to be a young guy, All right, and then Matic, bro, you should try invite Flex or AFTB one day. I mean, bro, pray for us, man. One day we might just have those people on our show. But right now, I've got better people than Flex or AFTB. I've got Mayor, even better than them. And then, this guy, somebody new. Hello, I've never seen you around before.
Hey.
Lim Chicken. Most
Yes.
likely Chelsea will with the signing they made. I guess it's a bit of an incomplete sentence. Maybe finish top 4, I guess.
Yes.
Kelvin, you say sour. He's becoming sour already. Suddenly he said Newcastle, Everton, Leeds move top 4.
Angry, man.
Angry. Because people out, not happy, he give other clip. He has this mentality. If I can't get it, nobody else can get it.
Bro, but whatever it is, we still love Kel. This top
Fun.
4 can bro.
Looking at the Chelsea would surely finish above United. All right. So there you go. All the comments made. All right, that's done. Right now, for those of you guys who will be asking, how come the Spurs guy, Safar, actually just completely went blank? No, he did not bottle it. He did not go all Spursy. He mentioned there was some technical issue on his end. So probably he will be back joining us again. But for now, we introduce first this guy. Part of Napshot. Always anti-United. Anti-United, Mayor. You look at his Facebook, every day he hantam United fans.
Keras, man.
Keras. People hate him.
One. Stone cold.
I know him very long already, Mayor. His relationship, no need second introduction. This guy, United slayer. Any club besides Liverpool, he hantam. He will always hantam. Always got something to banter around. Let us represent from the Merseyside of Punggol. Okay? Block 300 plus.
So the other Merseyside will be Sengkang, huh?
That's why I'm Sengkang. This of Punggol, 300 plus, representing Sumang Mamang. Level I cannot give, block I cannot give. Confidential. We keep it confidential. We bring on Faris.
Hello.
Faris, come on, man.
Look at the black and white.
Where's your golf bag?
No, this is a tribute to the latest zebra crossing jersey. At Abbey Road once, where Beetle once had their photo taken. So the jersey was inspired from Abbey Road.
If you can't beat them, you can't beat them, you join them. That's what they say.
Exactly.
Okay. So Faris will be with us. We're gonna have a really good focused discussion about football. So let's bring on the next guy. Maya, you introduce us. I give the honor to you for this guy.
I've known this guy for quite some time, and we go way back.
How back?
And apparently,
but you did not go from the back, huh? You go all the way back.
All the way back, no.
All the way
From the
back.
back, tak boleh, bro. Cannot. Okay, no naughty thinking, but he's the one and only. Without further ado, you have to present this guy.
Straight away, let's go. Mr.
Bring
James. Mr. Faisal, how are you doing, buddy? You good?
Alhamdulillah, good. Thanks for having me in the show. As you all know that I'm not really a big fan of coming forward. So I'm always a backbencher.
But good enough.
Yeah.
Good enough for us.
Anyways, thanks for having me for tonight. Yeah.
Pleasure. It's ours, Mayor. So right now, we've got our squad settled. Hey, I feel like I'm missing out. Huh? Is there a team that's going on right now that I'm the only odd one out? We got
luckily there's a little bit in you.
Lucky I wear it. Alright, let's go with the first one. So right now, Mark also mentioned, alamak, Faris, gentleman lah. We two never banter each other much. Going to try banter with him if he start. Mark, sometimes they say, Mark,
just keep it coming.
Some things are better left unsaid, Mark. Alright, and then Martin, love you guys, man. We love you too, buddy. We love you too. Toon Army. And then Oh, scums deserve nothing less than whackings. This Jeremiah always angry, I mean.
Full
Always
force, man. Angry with full force.
Wow,
What they do?
what's wrong with this guy? Always angry. Don't know why. What's happening with him? And
That's
then
why.
Mark will say, yes, Mark. No, I agree. I'm being cornered here. 1-3. I hope that's not the scoreline for this Saturday. First place and third place. Jeremy, we'll take that all day long, man. If Liverpool's gonna be finishing first and that means Arsenal third, come on, I welcome that move all day long. So guys, let's go on. Let's get on to the straight action. This is
Let's
why
go,
we
man.
invited you guys for. All right. So right now, the first topic. Let's have a roundtable discussion, a more focused and deliberate conversation about the Premier League itself, which is about 3 days away from us. So the first pertinent issue that has everybody discussing and debating online: who will claim the crown or the grand jewel this season? So right now, we'll start off. Of course, this is the one. This is the coveted silverware that everybody will be after. Sadly, 20 teams competing, only one team will walk away with this beautiful piece of metal. We'll start off with, of course, our guest, maybe FJ. FJ, you want to take this on for this season? Of course, we all know of your allegiance. It's clear to see. Go on. Who will claim the crown jewel this season? In your opinion, of course.
Well, as we all know that the season starts on an equal top prize at the end of the season, some in May next year. My reckoning is I'm gonna go ahead with a 3-horse race between City, Liverpool, and Chelsea this season.
Okay. So that's Faisal's take on it. Nice one. That's a good way to start the ball rolling. Let's move on next to Faris. Faris, my man.
Yeah.
Crown jewel. Who's gonna
I
claim?
mean, if you speak to any Liverpool fan in the world, they would say Liverpool lah. Obviously,
Yes.
we would want Liverpool to win the league lah. Obviously, so but realistically, since we got no big signing as of yet to back up the bench and whatnot, I might say it might go to Chelsea or City though.
Oh, strong claim.
Yeah.
Okay,
If we
of
don't
course-
back up the bench lah.
Okay, and then that's you coming from a position of worry because of the transfer activity.
But the most important thing is not United lah.
Definitely not United, lah. And because you just mentioned United, let me bring in a comment by Lee Alexander. Hi, folks. Let's pay tribute to Menyo with a song. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. Madagascar. You know when the skunk all actually line up and then they sang the song. This is it.
Yeah.
Black and white. All right. So Faris has actually said his part. So did Faisal. May, I want to hear from you, May. But before you do so, right? I just want to go back to the point actually Faris made. The concern is real right now. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts, of course, from UK itself, from Liverpool. A couple of podcasts whereby they discuss Liverpool's lack of activity, and it's really worrying for some, especially now. One of the concerning part about Liverpool and its transfer activities is Gini Wijnaldum. It has been mentioned that he is about to leave because apparently this is all hearsay, all speculative in nature, nothing that has actually been put out there for anybody to confirm. He wanted a 4-year deal, but FSD said no, you are only deserving of a 3. So right now everybody's up in arms. It's really decided again. This is really it divides opinion, I guess. Some mention that for all that Gini has actually done for Liverpool, he deserves a 4 years contract. But another section of Liverpool fans mentioned that maybe, just maybe, it's time for us to bid adieu to Gini so that we can get a new signing. Now, my concern is, right now, as a champion, you see that how United has actually gone about their business. Every season when they become champion, what they do the next season, they sell their best player and they bring in fresh faces into the scene to consolidate the position of strength. And that's why you see them winning, again, 3 titles in a row back to back. And let's not even start with their double. There were a couple of times whereby they do doubles again, many of the time. And now we're looking at Liverpool. It seems like your board is penny pinching. Shouldn't you be adding even before you start selling? Shouldn't that be, again, the narrative for Liverpool this season, especially looking at the past few transfer window that has been really, really quiet?
I have actually agree with how the board actually handling this matter. They have never made any noise or any claims with regards of buying or wanting a player so far, as you can see. The quiet transfer market for Liverpool has been actually been handled pretty well by the right people and by the board. I'm not actually contesting what are they doing. In fact, but they are actually looking at the right time and the right move and the right player to sign. And if they don't, they won't sign because it's not in a hurry. Looking at how the team has been built for the past 4 years and with the current players that we have, do we still need players? I mean, do Liverpool still need players to sign and to fill up any gaps? I don't see any gaps at all currently.
Okay.
That's how
So
I
if
look
I
at
can
it. So
add
that's
into whatever Mayor
no
has said,
concern.
Let's go.
because if you look at it again, the only club which is very active in the transfer market this season is Chelsea.
Yeah.
All right, I think everybody is well aware of the embargo that was imposed onto Chelsea last season, and if you add onto it the departure of Eden Hazard to Real Madrid, it has somehow rather increased the Chelsea Spurs. Right, so that's the reason why they're going out to acquire as many players as they can this season, and they have. I'm in awe, and I actually envy the depth. So that's the nature of things that's currently taking place in the Premier League. But then we very other big clubs are also not spending. So we are reading in the tabloids, we are following up via internet. The likes of Newcastle is now spending money like nobody's business. Then the Merseyside neighbours, Everton is also beginning to come into the fray of things right now.
Yep.
So worried, yes, that we are not spending, but if we look at it again, last season, did Klopp spend on anyone?
That's
They hardly spend anything. Yeah. So what I can say tonight is, if the manager wants to spend 40-50 million pounds on any given player or any available player out there, whether in England or in Europe, FSG will back him up. But to spend that amount, it has to be on a player who will play 30 odd games a season. So what's the point of spending 40-50 million pounds on one particular player, and that joker is just going to warm the bench for the rest of the season? It doesn't make sense. That's my take on it, lah.
Okay, true. And also with that argument again, right? That is your part of the rhetoric. But you look at the other side of the game. There's always a need of a fresh injection. You mentioned that you don't want to be spending 30 to 60 odd million for someone to actually warm the bench. I think in that respect, you are really, really right about it. But also having said that, of course, the prime example that we always go to would be Manchester United, because they were the guys who have actually done it all. And also, if you look at Chelsea themselves as well as another guy or another team that has won the Premier League countless of times, of course, in terms of just changing the squad, the roster, it's always evident. You know for sure they win the championship this season. Next season, there will be some major changes, even to their big stars. And Faisal did mention, rightly so, last season, I know the argument will always come in, will always be put into the frame, that we didn't buy anybody, right? But then again, it's like Liverpool, or rather is expecting Klopp. Remember, this is actually Klopp's biggest doing. Of course, this is being said in a really positive connotation, that it was simply put as he is pulling out rabbits out of the hat. And you mentioned that if Klopp wants a player, FSG will go all out to get it, right, Faisal? It's also
I actually saw a meme.
Yeah, it's also wait, before you go with the light-hearted version of it. Yes, it's also been said that he really wanted Werner. FSG said no. He actually wanted Jamal Lewis, but there was, of course, again, a difference in valuation. they've decided that no, this is
Yeah.
not going to be the right price for that player as well. So there is a lot of discrepancy in terms of news. So who do we believe actually? Does FSG really support Klopp, or is Klopp just playing by the tune of FSG? Maybe I'll give this to Faris.
I think they are just not. Liverpool is not going to spend. I just don't think they're going to spend. But they brought back Harry Wilson from what I know to the team, and they offered. They didn't put him on loan, so might be a good backup lah. But still, if the moment now for a bench warmer is 30 to 40 million, of course. I mean, you're going to exclude Fabinho lah, but for me, I think we need to buy to strengthen the bench lah. We need players who are willing. We need players who are willing to warm the bench for Liverpool to be a backup lah. Because our first 11 is already it's good at the moment. So yeah lah. But now since we are not buying, you can also see good signs in the youth lah, like Brewster coming back, Wilson coming back. Then we got Nico Williams, then we got Harvey Elliott. So it's a balance lah. But the thing is, we know Klopp don't play youth that much.
Yeah, true.
But yeah lah, like I said.
No, Faris, I completely agree.
I just want Liverpool to buy somebody.
No, I completely agree with you. You know why, Mia? Because I was listening to a couple of guys chatting about this, right? There was a podcast, of course. It's called The Coppish. Again, this takes place in London. They mentioned that the biggest worry that they have right now, of course, last season shouldn't be used as an example going forward into this season. Again, not spending, because last season, as you know, it was a crazy season. No big things actually turned up. No, that is as much as we all can agree on. We should all come to a common consensus that nobody actually turned up during last season except for Liverpool, and that's why the gap, or rather the gulf in difference between first and second, was as such. And again, alluding to the point Faris made, it was the same point that was being raised by some of those scousers, mentioned that Klopp don't really use the youth except for those Mickey Mouse Cups. And there was another issue that was being brought into prominence, Mayor. Maybe this one is something for you to touch base on. Roberto Firmino, your senior. Again, there's another guy that's really in contention right now. They are looking at it, and they were mentioning that, wait, looking at Firmino, and you compare his contribution to Gini Wijnaldum, if there's anybody who should actually go out, right, to make way for a new signing, it should be Firmino, not Gini Wijnaldum. Do you agree with that notion?
I never agree with that notion, even though if it's like it's coming from real scousers, which is from Liverpool. But why I'm saying that, because the way how I look at it, Liverpool's team, Roberto Firmino is actually the unsung hero. As I mentioned before in our previous program, Roberto Firmino is an unsung hero, that he is underrated actually. So he shouldn't be the one who's making way. As for Gini Wijnaldum, if you mention that he's leaving and we have to bid him farewell and all those kind of stuff that actually they were talking about, those rumors say, I think he has actually achieved what needed to be achieved, you see. He has actually brought Liverpool to the Champions League final by winning the semi-final with Barcelona, scoring 2 goals. He won the Premier League with Liverpool and also the Champions League with Liverpool. It's not that I want him to go, no, but to pave way, I think it is him, not Roberto Firmino.
Okay, Ken, fair enough. We respect that
Okay,
opinion.
just to
Yes,
a little bit of what Mayor has just said. If we look at the second 11 of Liverpool, so in the midfield department, for example, you have the likes of Naby Keita coming up, and then you have Minamino also in the wings, waiting to burst out on the pitch. And then who else have we got? You got Harvey Elliott. He's a bright young lad. You give him the ball, he can do the magic. So once upon a time, people were questioning, hey, who's going to come in and replace the likes of Luis Suarez, Philippe Coutinho, and everyone else. But Klopp has got a plan that he's just waiting to push it out. And then if you look at the German national team setup, we see a reproduction of new players coming in every 2 years. So I believe that is Klopp's blueprint, you see. And then again, it was made known in the public, into the media, that FSG, or rather Liverpool Football Club, actually had about 170 odd million pounds in hand to work around this season. Then we have to also understand the fact that the boss himself, the big man who's holding on to the club, has really said, whatever that's made here in this club in England, in UK, is going to be rechanneled back to the club itself. Infrastructure has got to change. They're not going to take up any loans, unlike we know there's this other club in Liverpool, in Manchester, that has just has just created shares out of nowhere, just to make sure that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has got money to spend. But the 170 odd million that Liverpool has amassed last season is going back to paying off the loans, the rebuilding of the stadium and everything else.
Okay. No, we completely agree. Again, from a financial standpoint, that is something that us fans, right, Mia, would never look deep into, right? At the end of the day, we are highly impressionable people. We want to see something new. We always expecting the longer end of the straw, right? And when you are being told that no, you guys have to be calm, again, take a back seat, chill. Don't expect a tsunami of signings. And when you look on the other side of the pasture, you see people like Man City, who is about to actually embark on this crazy spin on their own transfer end. You heard that Koulibaly is coming. For once, Koulibaly was also linked to you all. In fact, there were really concrete reports saying that Klopp actually spoke to him personally as well. But of course, now it's never going to materialize. And looking at the comment itself, you look at the first one, right? From Football Wizard. Guys, check him out, man. Really good videos from this guy.
Yep.
He's our local guy, Football Wizard. Does amazing stuff on YouTube. Shout out to you, man. Big up Football Wizard.
Yep.
Liverpool still need a new centre back to partner with Van Dijk. Gomez is young. Matip is always injured. They need an experienced defender, and that's one. And Liverpool fans, be happy that our big stars haven't left. That's a big improvement towards being a consistent runner for the title. Adrian mentioned Liverpool will not buy anyone. Ayman mentioned, based on Jamal Lewis saga, it seems that the board know their game, which in the end, Jamal Lewis was sold to Newcastle at only 13 million plus. And if there was one replacement Liverpool needs to sign, it would be a cover for Firmino, someone who can spark something when all is flat in attack. And also, Liverpool folks, what are your views on your Merseyside rival Everton virtually buying a new midfield in James, Allen, and Doucouré? Maybe this is something that Mia, maybe you want to take this on, Mia?
Our previous what do you call that, program that we actually last week that we will talk about all these three players were in our agenda. I said that James Rodriguez is signed, sealed, and delivered as well. Doucouré was the one that actually they've been trying to sign last summer, and the bid was rejected. And so-called finally Watford was relegated. Then now they have every reason to sell a player. And the player has also the clause to move on to a Premier League club, so they managed to buy them. Everton managed to buy them, and with Allen, he was also signed, sealed, and delivered the moment before James Rodriguez news was being confirmed. With these three buying, from what I can see, that Carlo Ancelotti is one to watch this season. Like I said as well in our previous program, I think Faris also was there, that we got to watch Ancelotti, I said, because why he is building a set of
a team that is maybe good enough to challenge. At least a top
good
four.
challenge. And I'm actually, to be honest with you, I'm actually very happy to see the other side of Merseyside, which number of seasons we don't see the Merseyside derby in a big clash, because Liverpool has been dominating it.
Correct. You're right. Correct.
Season in and season out. But this time around, this season is going to be different. We would love to see the competition between these two sides, which has been divided by a bridge only at Stanley Park. So I'm sure that it will be a heated one.
He took one.
with
of
all
course.
this signing, and I'm also looking for this James Rodriguez actually to produce
Ooh.
and to bring to produce some magic for Everton actually, and bring the heat on and play against their rivals.
Let's see how the Colombian would do, or if he does anything like what he did in 2014 World Cup. Boy, we will be in for a surprise, Mayor. But Mayor, just now we actually lost a Spurs guy in true blue fashion. He bottled it at the very last minute. He went all Spursy, but he's back. He's back, Mayor. He's
Okay,
back.
all right,
He wants to
all
be
right.
part of it. He mentioned, Anwari, I don't want to be thought lesser of a man just because I actually bottled it at the last minute. So I want to bring him back. There you go. You look at him. He actually exited the chat so that he can put on that shirt. Yeah. What is
Oh, he
becoming
run, he run.
to buy? Because before this, he was so bothered to buy a Spurs shirt.
No, actually, Anwari actually not to buy. Actually, he ran back home because the shirt finally dried. There you go.
There you go.
Amazon just delivered the t-shirt.
Yes,
Safa, you
yes.
You
Yeah,
okay?
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. Spurs will always bounce back.
Okay. Spurs will always
Yeah.
bounce back.
They
All right.
will always
So,
bounce back. Yeah.
okay. In that vein, we shall continue the conversation, Safar.
Yeah.
Would the Liverpool boys have a few players they would like to see in the Red of Mercy side? Maybe quickly, Faisal, FJ, you want to take this up before we move on to the next agenda?
Yeah.
Okay. FJ, sorry. I think the connection on your end is slightly distorted, buddy. Maybe you want to check that up. Just so that we continue with this. Faris, maybe you want to take this
Okay.
up.
I think for me, I would like to see a replacement for Lovren because we sell him and we got no replacement cover at the back. So if you want to see who in the red shirt, it will be a defender.
A defender, yeah. Okay, Ken. Let's go on. Let's
No
go on to the next.
specific names,
Just a
but just
defender.
a defender. A good one.
All right. No problem. Mustafi is actually heading out. No problem, Faris. We shall actually hook you up. No specific name. All right, let's go with the next one. So, of course, we also want to touch on. We have actually talked about who will claim the grand jewel. So, some mentioned City, some of course mentioned Liverpool. So it seems that the team Safa this season will still be the top two. It will remain unchanged. No, stop pointing to that bird. Stop pointing it. Stop pointing it. Because that bird.
Point at this
will-
bird. Point at this bird.
Yeah,
that
therefore,
bird.
this way.
So right now, maybe that bird, Safa, that you were pointing on to will be in the conversation for this one. The race for Champions League football begins.
Exactly.
So right now, Safar, for the Champions League sport, of course,
Yes, sir.
I want to hear from you, a Spurs guy yourself, a hardcore one, an ardent fan himself. Oh, whoa, that was a loud bang. Huh? That is the loudest bang that I've ever heard from you, Safar. Since 12 years back. So Safar, in terms of the makeup for the Champions League, let's exclude number one. All right, let's exclude the champion himself. Starting from maybe second and all the way to the fourth position. Who do you have in the mix?
Who I will predict?
Yep, for the Champions League sport.
Okay. All right. As a neutral, and a fan of football, I would have to say second. We start with second, right? Second place.
Let's go. Second. Yep.
Okay, second place. I would predict. Okay, Man City. Yeah,
Okay.
Man City. Yeah, Man City. They have a system. All right, that's all. That's all I can say. Yeah, they have a system. So
Right.
if one down, the system will always rotate and somehow make it happen. Okay. Third place, I would say Chelsea.
Okay.
Yeah, just because Lampard is playing FIFA career mode, and
Sour there.
there is he's got some plans up his sleeve. Yeah. Fourth place, I would love to see Tottenham Hotspur up there. Okay.
Okay. All
All right. We're going for it. I think with our 3 humble signings and more to come, trust me on this, we will eventually get there. Yeah.
Okay, and also Safar, my bird just laughed when the Spurs fan pointed at his bird. Any comeback from any comeback from you, Safar? No comeback.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Sorry.
Any comeback from you pertaining to, again, in regards to this comment? My bird, his bird just laughed when you were pointing to your bird.
Okay. Let's just see who has the laugh flight when we reach the end. Yeah.
Oh, he was. Oh, that's why when he was laughing, right, Mia, he was thinking how to come back. Yeah, this guy, quiet thinker, quiet thinker. So there you go. Safar
He has
mentioned.
become the show of the birds.
All right. Hey, dude, we have Asif all the way from Malaysia, man. Asif, how you doing, man? West Ham also, they need to buck up in terms of the transfer activities. So a couple of deadwood that they need to push out as well. Asif, I don't know how worried you are. I know the last time you came on board, you mentioned that Declan Rice will not be going with how the things were looking like. But it seems right now Chelsea has set their crosshair on Declan Rice's forehead right now. It seems like they are going for the kill. Asif, I don't know, man. Leave it in the comment. Will you be worried for Declan Rice? All right, that is something that again, maybe one day we invite a West Ham fan again, maybe from Asif himself.
Yeah, but Mark Noble is angry, man, with the board because they sold their youngsters. They're gonna.
The youngsters, that's why. Yeah. All out. He hantam on his Twitter. Spurs will still need to pay off the new stadium debt, maybe, and maybe that will hinder the progress. All right, and we just sold Diangana. Oh yeah, that's the guy. That's the guy you mentioned. All right, so let's go on to the next one. My producer also wants us to discuss this. Can they cope, Mayor? Look at all those beautiful, flashy signings, man, Mayor. So can they cope? Is actually the question that's being asked by my producer. You got all the players you see right now. Let's start off first with FJ. FJ, amongst all the players right now, who, of course, in your own humble opinion, would find it easy to like duck to water in terms of just the assimilation process into the Premier League?
I think Werner will fly off. He will hit it straight. Yeah,
I agree. Totally agree with you, man.
no doubt about it.
Yeah. Okay, so Werner, and then for Faris, what do you think, man?
Van de Beek.
Van de Beek. Okay.
Yeah.
And any reason?
In heaven, match made in heaven.
Match made
for
in
Man
heaven.
United.
Wow, and that's coming from
the penalties. Bruno scores the penalty. So
I thought he was sincere about it.
in heaven.
An absolute fool. Mayor,
No, but any player from Ajax will fit into any Premier League team.
I totally agree with you. Mayor, yourself as the mayor of football.
Ziyech, man.
Ooh, yes. Okay.
Yes, Hakim Ziyech, man.
Okay, so Ziyech.
I think he will do just fine. Wherever you put him in the team, he will do his magic with his left foot.
True, I agree.
Yep.
I'm really envious of the Ziyech signing. There's one signing that I'm really envious of. There's definitely Hakim Ziyech. And Safar, for yourself, man, looking at all these players, you know.
I actually second Mayor, Hakim Ziyech. Yeah, especially the way he traumatized our defense during the Champions League. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Something that's not really hard to do, right, Safar?
Promise, bro. We made a promise.
Okay. Right, there you go. But on a serious note, the threat from Spurs
breaking his promise.
They have bought well and gone under the radar. Mourinho have a point to prove, and he will go all out to end Spurs trophy drought. And I think with Mourinho, right, Safar, he works best when his back is up against the wall. If there's one guy you don't want to provoke, it's definitely Mourinho. Because if he comes back with his A game, everybody is done. This guy is the master of all mental game. You don't beat Mourinho at his own game. And this is something that
only the media can beat him.
Yes, only the media can beat. But bro, the media loves
this.
Yeah. I want 3.
I could mention Werner and Van de Beek and Havertz And then also the next one, Bruno can teach Brewster how to take proper penalty lessons from.
That was his first touch of the game, lah. Give him some chance, lah.
Yeah.
Warm up properly, lah.
Jeremy asked also why no Arsenal. Jeremy, you know the world is not fair, Jeremy. You know the world is not fair. So it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Nobody gave us a glimmer of hope, all right?
We don't need to elaborate more lah on that, lah,
Sorry,
Jeremy.
sorry, Jeremy. Once, all right, they come, we post one picture on Facebook. Then they know already. Don't worry, don't worry. And then Jeremy, you know what they will come up with? You know the icon, the emoticon, the love, the hug, care. Because they know. They know. Don't worry, Jeremy. Our time will come.
Oh, don't worry,
alright?
Jeremy. Arsenal, next season FA Cup will be yours also, lah.
Never mind. One more time. We take it 15 times. No problem, man. All right, let's go with the next one. Lampard. Lampard can be in as well twice. Remember that.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that, Safa? Lampard. All right, let's go on also. Mayor, we have covered the top. All right, we have covered the top branch. Of course, we got to go all the way down. All right, to the opposite spectrum of the league. Of course, we are looking at relegation battle.
Relegation
battle.
Relegation battle. Okay, relegation candidates. Who will survive? Huh?
Who will survive? You know, looking at really unfortunate scene, of course, for Norwich last season. But of course, there's a lesson to be learned. They did not spend a lot. And that is something that is really quite worrying. I think West Brom is walking down that route of not spending enough.
Exactly.
Right, Leeds has done their part. You know, Fulham will always be Fulham. They always have spare cash to actually spend. And again, if you take any lessons from what happened to Norwich last season, if you don't spend at times in the league, it can be proven fatal. All right, but Mayor, let's start with you. All right, let's again have it a round table conversation.
Okay, with these relegation candidates that we are talking about, I'm thinking of this even before the league starts. Maybe I mean I could be wrong, but whichever team that went up for this season 2020 and 2021, those three who went up, those three will go down.
Ooh.
That's my prediction.
Even Leeds United, Mayor.
Yes.
Oh. Pana.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's my prediction. That's my prediction. So.
What about yourself, first?
I think no, I think Leeds is good enough to stay, though.
I agree.
Leeds is good enough to stay. Maybe Newcastle.
Wow, Newcastle.
Yeah.
After spending all those money.
Maybe.
Okay, all right. Maybe that's your opinion.
Yeah.
That will be a surprising.
Better. I don't really
look much into it.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
FJ, yourself?
This is pretty tough actually.
Yeah.
Fulham is definitely going to go down.
I agree.
Definitely Fulham and Crystal Palace. And the third slot is going to be a 3-horse fight between probably Brighton, Aston Villa, and also West Ham. Leeds is definitely going to stay up. That's for sure. Yeah.
Wow, that's the exact sequence that I have for my candidate as well. I totally second whatever FD has just made mention of that. Thank you so much.
Well, if you're going to interview, use the Leeds fan.
Wow, no, bro, better not. Not at this moment. FA not at this time. Safa, relegation battle, something that you know Spurs will never be involved in. But who do you have?
My prediction.
One,
yes.
At least one concrete candidate that will go down.
West Brom.
West Brom, I agree. No, West Brom. No, you're right.
West Brom, Palace, and my gut feeling say Aston Villa.
Ooh, and it was a close shave, right? Yeah, it was a close shave for them last season. They survived by the skin of their teeth. Again, no thanks to Arsenal, of course, because of that game. They won against Arsenal. That actually propelled them into safety net. But then, side Arsenal also mentioned West Brom, Fulham, and Brighton. I think for football wizards, Fulham, Brighton, and West Brom. So you look at the team right now, it seems like Fulham and West Brom both have actually their name stamped for relegation, Mayor. So early.
Before the league starts,
right.
We can actually make a call on that.
And then Calvin mentioned Palace, Villa, and Fulham. Look, tough, man, to be down there. You don't want to be, again, engulfed in those dirty battles, especially when you're in the relegation mire. But that's it. We have covered all the three sectors. Let's look, Maya, at this Saturday and Sunday, or let's say just wrap it up game week 1. Let's do a quick score predictor right now. Let's go with the first fixture first.
Fulham versus Arsenal.
Fulham versus Arsenal. All right. So Mail, maybe
First game.
because you are the best predictor of football, because you are the mayor, because you are the football oracle. Let's have maybe this is something that again this is completely unscripted. You will probably be going like, "Hey, alamak, Anwari, this one we never planned what off air."
Yeah. No. I'm actually prepared for this types of things.
Okay, so
Okay,
Mayor,
last-
let's do this. Let's do a bit of a competition, Mayor. Let's
Okay.
do a Mayor versus snapshot score prediction. Okay,
I'm all up for that.
we all up for that. All right, so
Yeah.
let's do Mayor versus snapshot. Let's pick just three matches lah. All right, so it's easier for us to tabulate, also to keep track. So Noah, you will be the one keeping score for this. Let's pick the first match, right? That we will be up against the Mayor. Mayor, right now you will represent yourself. Fulham versus Arsenal. What will be your scoreline? Before you do that, Herrick has beautifully actually, in fact, shared with us a bit of facts. So
The
Fulham
last-
has lost all last five
time
Premier
they
League
met
matches
is
against Arsenal,
2019.
all lost. Conceding 9 goals in their 2 defeats against the Gunners. And Arsenal have only lost 1 of their last 13 Premier League matches against Fulham. It looks like a sad match for an Arsenal victory. Do you think otherwise for this, Mia?
No, I think Arsenal will definitely win this match for
Uh-huh.
all the meets that they have for 57 matches that they met before.
Mhm.
So they only drew 10 times.
Okay.
All 39 wins for Arsenal, and the rest belongs to Fulham, which is only 8.
Okay. And what will be your scoreline predictor from the
My
Mayor?
Okay, for my scoreline here will be 3-0 Arsenal.
3-0 Arsenal. 3-0
3-0 Arsenal.
Arsenal. Noah, if you're listening to this, Mayor, please take down also on your end. All right. So
Definitely.
that we have this. So
Written
from
down.
for the first one, Mayor, I will go. All right. I will represent Napshot, of course. So for the Fulham and Arsenal, I will go 2-0 Arsenal. All right. 2-0 Arsenal by Napshot. And then let's go on to the next one, Faris. This is Crystal Palace versus Southampton. But before you do that, of course, we also do have another stat for you to actually take note of. Crystal Palace has won 3 of their last 22 Premier League matches against the Saints. With this, the first time they have met on the opening day. Wow, they have never met each other on the opening day before, Mayor. And Southampton have won their last 3 away Premier League visits to Crystal Palace without conceding a single goal. Having said that, also the Saints have never won 4 consecutive away top flight matches against an opponent. So again, this is a bit on a balance. Faris, what do you think? Crystal Palace and Southampton, man. Sorry?
4-0 to Southampton.
4-0 Southampton. Completely disrespecting the existence
And
of
my bro Danny Ings will get a hat trick.
Okay, so 4-0 from Faris. Of course, this is his prediction. All right, this will not be part of the contest. So the first match that I've actually selected will be Fulham and Arsenal. Let's go on to the next one. FJ, we need your expertise on this. West Ham versus Newcastle. Of course, we do have a bit of stats for you to actually consider. West Ham have scored 2 or more goals in each of their last 5 Premier League games against Newcastle United. And then, of course, Newcastle have won 9 Premier League away matches against West Ham United. Only versus Tottenham Hotspur have they picked up more wins on the road. They love Tottenham Hotspur, Safa. Right, but for this one, who do you have on the card when it comes to the victory podium?
West Ham.
The black and white strips is gonna win it.
The black and white. Okay, is there
Yeah.
a specific score, Faisal?
Tsunami.
Sorry?
Touch and go 2-1. Jonjo Shelby is going to score the winner.
Whew, even with the scoreline, with the scorer, even the
Yeah,
timestamp, that's FJ for you, man.
Specific, bro. Specific.
It does not shortchange you. Nothing
Yeah,
less
man.
than 100%. All right, so FJ has actually gone on with a 2-1 score for Newcastle over West Ham. All right, let's go on to the next one. Mayor, right now, of course, the midnight man. Whoa, champions versus champion. Campiones versus campione. This is another match that we will contest, all right, in terms of prediction. Liverpool versus Leeds. We start off with you, Mayor. But before we do that, of course, let's do a bit of reading. Liverpool are unbeaten in their last 8 games against Leeds in all competitions, Mayor. Since a
Okay.
All right, in April.
Last game, I think was Premier League was 2004.
Woo. Okay.
They played in the league in 2016. League Cup, was it 2016? I still think Liverpool will take this. Liverpool will take this 3-1.
3-1. Okay, Noah.
3-1.
So if you're listening to this, Noah, Mayor has predicted 3-1. All right, and to represent Napshot for this one, I'll give it to my lovely neighbor, Safar. Please do us justice, man. Liverpool versus Leeds. What will be your score prediction for this match?
Liverpool for the win. Liverpool for the win. Scoreline would be, they will keep a clean sheet. 3-0.
3-0. Oh, alamak, Faisal, ganggu, straight away 5. All right, so Safar representing Napshot, he has given 3-0 on his account for Liverpool. All right, nice one. Let's go on to the next one. Quick one, West Brom versus Leicester. I don't even want to bring up the stats. Sorry, Herrick. But then let me take this on. West Brom versus Leicester. I think this will be a great. It will be a draw. It will be a draw. It will be a boring draw. I'm going for a 0-0 for Leicester and West Brom. And then the next one. This is the next match that we will contest. All right.
Yes.
Spurs versus Everton. Of course.
Okay.
In sequence, right here, it should be given to Faris or FJ or even you.
Wait. But I'm going to tell you this.
Okay.
Among all these pictures that we are talking about for this coming on the 12th, these are the two teams that have met more than any of the games that they of other teams. They have met each other for 179 times.
Oof. There is some stats, man, by Mayor.
Yeah.
You are better than internet. All right.
No, because I've been calculating how many times they have met. No, 179 times.
So you've been alive 600 and plus matches away. You've been alive all this while.
I also have the interview or a Spanish interview about Lionel Messi.
Oh, alamak, this guy really serious business, huh? So of course, here, Spurs are unbeaten in each of their last 15 Premier
There you
League
go.
matches with Everton. All right. I also remember they won 1-0, right, Safa? In the last season, behind closed doors.
Yes.
1-0.
Yes.
Everton have just
That's right.
won.
Maybe a different ball game this time around.
Yeah, this is the 11th time Spurs and Everton have met on match day 1. So we'll go with, of course, Mayor, we respect the elderly. We respect the boss. The boss go first. All right, the boss go first. And then Gina will go second. You go first.
Okay, Gina goes again. Okay. Last Spurs trash Everton in 2017. I think 2017-2018 was 6-2. So I think this time it's not going to be as smooth sailing for Spurs. Sorry, Safa, but I think this time around, I think it's going to be Everton.
Everton, wow. And what will be the scoreline for you?
The scoreline will be 2-1.
2-1. Wow. Safa, that will be damning, huh? That will be demoralizing for you guys. Opening day, playing at home, losing to Everton. Of course, I'm guessing, looking at your smirk right now, you totally disagree with Mayor.
I think Mayer's gonna lose his prediction.
I have mine, you have yours. Let us see what Ancelotti has behind his sleeve and with Mourinho.
Okay, Safa, come on.
Yeah, it's going to be a close one.
Represent Napshot for this one, for this week.
What
will be your scoreline?
Come on, man. It's gonna be a biased prediction. So
no,
let's leave it to the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then leave it to let's leave it to Faris then. Faris, represent Napshot for this one. Spurs and Everton.
No hate to Spurs lah.
Before that, he also so biased against Spurs, you know. He's also biased. How to get an unbiased person?
If I may just say something, Anwari.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, Spurs have bolstered 3 new signings, humble signings, but potentially can make a difference.
Stop using humble, Safa. You realize, you using the word humble over and over again. This is a complete.
Using the word humble doesn't make you humble.
That's right, bro. This guy. Everything humble. Humble.
Bro, I'm not a cocky guy, okay?
Okay lah, Spurs is gonna eat humble pie lah, okay?
Okay, come on, man, Farid. Come on, what will be the scoreline?
Come on, Faris, come on.
No disrespect to Spurs, but I think it's not about Spurs against Everton. It's about Don Carlo against Jose Mourinho. You see, so it's going to be a very close fight. But I think because Everton signings are much more better than Spurs one, I think they're going to win it 3-2.
3-2. Ooh, AG
Tight
affair.
game.
It'll be
That'll be a
nice
that'll be
game
a
to see.
fest. Goal fest.
It'll be a
Goal
nice
fest.
finish to see James on the score sheet.
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
okay. And let's look at what the comment section has for us. Spurs Everton 2-2. I see that scoreline. I see that
Yeah, it might
scoreline.
happen. Also.
It
Right.
happens, yeah.
Yep, and then another one, Sai Azmir. Wow, Sai Azmir, Spurs 3, Everton 0. Really comprehensive victory for Spurs. Hiker completely. He mirrors whatever Sai Azmir mentioned. 3-0 as well. And then Noah, being a Spurs fan himself, a 1-0 affair. That could, again, be the most likeliest of Scotland as well. Mayor drinking from the fountain of youth. Rumor has it he polished the World Cup trophy before penning. Yes. Because you mentioned 100 matches away. You were there already recording the matches.
Better than Google.
Better than the internet. All right, both draw. Martin and not too much influence FIFA, man. All right, let's go on with the next one. So we've got all that settled out. All right, 3 of the matches. Let's see, Mayor, how we square up against you. Mayor, this one got forfeit, huh? So every 5 round, there will be a forfeit. You don't think we will let you go off easily, Mayor?
Bring it on, lah.
Action, this guy, yeah?
Come on, for you.
All right, so the next one, Brighton versus Chelsea. Whoa, Mayor, this is an interesting one, man. Brighton and Chelsea. The last time they played a friendly, of course, we saw the welcoming of the fans in small numbers, of course. But the scoreline ended with 1-1. Of course, nothing for us to actually take note of. This time it's a full-fledged affair.
Yep.
Where's your money on Brighton and Chelsea?
Okay, just now we mentioned that Spurs and Everton has the most meeting up of 179. This Brighton, home Albion, and also Mr. Chelsea, they have the least number of meetups, no?
Oh, okay.
14 times only they met.
And Mayor, also to add on to that point, Chelsea have never lost, Mayor, against Brighton in league competition. Winning 9, drawing 1. Wow. That is really compelling. Some compelling stats, man.
Yes. So 1-1 was the last meet, but this time around, Chelsea will outrun Brighton in a 4-0. 4-0.
Trash.
Look at that. 4-0, I say.
4-0.
4-0.
Okay. All right. And then Azmil mentioned that 1-0. 2-0 for Noah. Wow. Everybody's getting on the cut of prediction. And let's go on.
FJ already mentioned, man, Timo Werner is going to fly. He's going to score 2, maybe a hat-trick for the first game.
Oh, this is good for the FPL. Something that we'll touch on later on. End of the show.
Yes.
FPL. For those of you guys who are looking for some cookie point, Timo Werner.
Timo Werner, FPL.
All right, let's go on to the next game. Let's get the thoughts of FJ. Sheffield United FJ. They are coming up against the gritty and the robust Wolves. Now they have lost one of their cornerstone in Matt Doherty. Of course, before you actually give your input, let's read a bit of the stats that they have for us. Sheffield United have lost 2 of their last 13 home matches against Wolves. All right, in league competition, of course. And Wolves are also, on the other hand, looking to avoid losing consecutive league matches against Sheffield United for the first time since 1996. So if you're a betting man, where will your money be on for this match?
Don't forget also, Anwari, that Leicester and Wolves are almost close to Champions League spot last season.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
So we have seen what Chris Wilder can produce at home.
Mm-hmm.
We know for the fact that Liverpool struggle playing against them both home and away.
Mm-hmm.
I do see Sheffield United winning this slim margin, 2-1.
2-1. Okay. So 2-1 to Sheffield. Wow. Intriguing. Really, really nice one. All right. This is perfect for us to start our weekend full of football. Safa, as a guest for today, of course, apart from the first game, all right, what would be that one match that you would definitely drop everything for just to make sure you attend to watch this game? Apart from your Spurs, of course, lah.
I actually enjoy watching Liverpool's game.
Oh, you do? Yeah. Okay, that's something new.
So
When did this love actually start?
Safa, would you like to put in a transfer request?
Would you like to change your bird?
I believe Safa has already eaten the humble pie.
Yes, I'm more than I'm more than full. Okay, all biasness aside, Liverpool has a very entertaining front. Okay,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, I'm a fan of not just Tottenham Hotspur, but a fan of the game. Yeah.
Okay. So
Safa, can you write in to your manager and tell him to stop parking the bus?
Faris, adding to that, what FJ said, Faris, yeah, besides the media can handle Mourinho, I think the SBS bus service can handle Mourinho.
Okay, but point to note, Mourinho seems a little bit mellow the moment he enters Spurs. Yeah, you can see. Hopefully,
it's a scary
he will
sight.
insaf. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a scary sight to see Mourinho so mellowed. It's really a scary.
Maybe there's a clause in his contract, lah.
Not to speak.
Okay, since we are talking about this, Safa, can I just ask you this question? Is the reason why Mourinho is at his current state right now, is it because of health reason?
Wow.
Oh. I honestly don't know about his medical condition. But he's only, I think, 57. Yeah. I think he's got in I don't think it's any health issue lah, basically. Yeah.
Fair enough.
But I believe the Spurs philosophy of sportsmanship kind of like mellow him down a bit. Yeah.
Really?
So you can come on, you can see from his humble signing. Okay. These are not your typical Mourinho signing.
No, you're right. You're right.
Do you agree with me? Yeah.
No. I don't. Because
That's because the board is not giving him the check.
Correct. Not enough money. But then if you look at Højbjerg, there is somebody that even if 7 lifetime, Mourinho would always sign a player.
7 lifetime.
Right?
Yeah.
Højbjerg, Doherty, no, they scream Mourinho all over the place.
Yes, since you're speaking about him, I think they got him for 15 million, and it's he's a decent signing, but that is the kind of player we need. I mentioned before, still in midfield. You see our Harry Wings and our even Lo Celso, not really the physical type.
Hopefully
playmakers, but not someone you count on in terms of defending and covering areas.
Totally agree.
So he knows what he's doing. Okay. I believe.
Are you guys hoping for Gareth Bale to come back?
Okay, this is the always, the number one rumor. Yeah, every transfer every transfer rumor about Spurs. Is Bale coming back? Is Bale coming back? Okay. He's never coming back.
Wow.
Take it from me, yeah. He's never coming back.
Take it from you. Wow, you are also becoming a second mayor.
No. I cannot live up. Mayor. He has been through 179 games. Better than Google. I cannot beat that. Yeah. Yeah. Take it from me. Gareth Bale will never ever come back to Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah, he's got a different side to him now with golf and what have you. He's not coming back.
Golf, Madrid, or golf, Wales, Madrid in that order, right?
Yes. Written, yeah.
But in all honesty, I really like the Højbjerg signing. You mentioned steel and whatnot, determination. I hope he will actually turn out to be another Wilson Palacios for you guys.
Yes. I love that guy, by the way. Yeah. Well, we need still in midfield.
Still in midfield. So hopefully that will be again a Renaissance period for Spurs, I guess. And I just want to take this, Mayor. I just want to take this comment, all right, of the section Napshot FPIL invites, please. Aiman. Now stay. Look at this. I'm going to share you a screen. All right. Look at this. So right now, we already have our league all set already. Okay. So look at them. Right now, we've got about 60 entry already.
Wow.
60 entry already. So right now, Aiman, if you need the code, just simply DM us. Hey, you have my number, bro. Text me. I'll send you the invite. I'll send you the code. So look at this. Some of the names are JJORD Lo, Real Madrid. We have Indonesians playing. We have Malaysians playing as well. Of course, thanks to Mayor. So right now, this is by far and large, I think in Singapore, fair to say, the most diverse league.
Since we are at this topic, why not we give them the code online now as well? We have the code now is JV0HCJ.
Okay, let me just take that up. Just give me 1 second. So, Mayor, can you repeat again?
JV0HCJ.
All right, thank you, Mayor. So right now, for those of you guys who wants to join us, all right, this will be the code for you to enter. Please do so. Of course, the cutoff date will be by
Join the league.
Yes, by the first kickoff. There are prizes to be won. Of course, to keep the entertainment alive, there will be the random game week whereby we will pick out the best squad. So for those people who are setting foot right at the bottom of the table, do not despair. We will always remember you. So do not just forego the league completely, because there will be random prizes whereby we will pick just best team for that particular week itself. So right now, I just want to share again, this is how the league looks like right now. We've got nearly 60. Thank you so much for those of you who have actually joined us. But I just want to point out, this guy play cheat. When Wendra Putra, look at this, Mayor. He got Diamond FC, Wendra Putra. Total Football FC, also Wendra Putra. Wennet FC, also Wendra Putra. This guy I must speak to the Indonesian counterpart. We got Indonesian counterpart also, no? We got Indonesian.
Yeah. We spread our wings.
So right now, everything has been said and done. Thank you so much to all of our guests today. Of course, Mayor, thank you so much for co-hosting the show with me. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your presence, Mayor.
Never be the same without Joel, Faris, and FJ, which is welcoming him actually to appear for Napshot today. Thank you very much.
Hey, wait, Mayor. Before that, there's a question, a burning question. A lot of people actually asked me to DM, or rather they DM me to actually ask this question publicly live today, because they know FJ is coming on board. Remember last week question when they asked you, what were you smoking? Or FJ asked you, what were you smoking when you were 23? and then you mentioned, same thing lah. We all same region. Now, right now, both of you are here. Is there anything that you all want to clear off the record? Anything, Mayor, FJ?
There's nothing to clear. We are who we are. We wear the same baju, babe. There's no secret.
Okay, all I can say is water under the bridge. Okay, let bygones be bygones.
Right. And with that said, of course, Eric, thank you so much, Eric. Well done, man. Perfect show today that you actually created for us. Really love your work. Hopefully you don't run, don't cabut next week. Next week, again, we'll be back. Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourself. The Premier League is back. The game is on. Definitely. Whispers in the night. Well done, Napshot. Thank you so much, guys. Good night and all the best for all of your teams. Thank you so much, buddy, Jeremiah. And also, bravo, Napshot, muscle up. This guy forever with his muscle. But with that, we will come back again next week. Bodybuilder, you add him. Later, I tell you his name on Facebook. Bodybuilder. All right. But with that said, thank you so much to everybody, especially Safa and all of our guests today. Hopefully, we will see you next week again, same time. In terms of the day, Mayor, there might be a slight change. Right now, we will not broadcast on Wednesday. Maybe it will be pushed to a Thursday. So just look out for our IG, all our socials. All right. And those for those of you who have actually not watched or rather subscribe to our channel, please do so. YouTube, subscribe to us. And also Facebook and also Instagram, same thing, Napshot Studio as well. And for those of you guys who wants to be part of the Napshot League, please, it's still open for everybody. That's the code. If you need to take a look at the code again, DM us. All right. We'll be more than happy to give it up. And last one, Rohani Khairuddin, why Poch was given the boot? Because that's all that Spurs could afford at that point of time. That's the only thing they can afford, the boot. Nothing else. All right? Always match that. All right?
Love you, my man. Rohani Khairuddin, I love you.
So with that, this is me, Anwari, and all of my guests today. Enjoy your weekend. Football is finally back. We shall see you next week. Keep it locked here at Napshot, baby. Thank you, guys. Good night.